Joining us now for more on this is Jeff Fieldhack, Research Director at Counterpoint Research. I mean, you have to believe Apple isn't completely surprised by this and has a contingency plan. First of all, your reaction and how this might impact devices.
Yeah, my initial reaction was this would be very difficult for Apple to do. In the past, when smartphone OEMs such as Samsung or Google or Nokia moved manufacturing from China to Vietnam, it took at least 2 years to do this, and there were lots of hiccups and took a lot of time. And there were already manufacturing sites in Vietnam. In the US, this would take, if money was no object, it would take closer to 5 years to build and to set up. So it'd be really, really difficult. And that's if money was no object. There's also the workforce that would need to be brought over or trained here in the US. That's another steep obstacle. And then finally, the cost. A few years ago, when Foxconn attempted to build a plant in southeast Wisconsin for TVs, they estimated the cost would be 3 to 4 times more expensive than being built in Shenzhen or southern China. So lots of obstacles, and it's almost not feasible in my opinion.
Right, and let's play it forward. Hypothetically, let's say the tariffs go into place and Apple has to figure out a way to make all of its products here in the United States. We're hearing 3 to 5 times the cost of a typical iPhone, for example. Does that number sound correct to you?
Yeah, it does. The entire ecosystem in China. That's what, they've been at this for 40 years, and the modules and all the components are all there. So it would just be very difficult to bring that. This display, the semiconductor application processors, the RF front end, all the most expensive components of smartphones are all built in Southeast Asia. So 3 to 4x is a good estimate.
Let me ask you this, Jeff. How much does it then slow down the evolution of the technology? I mean, I'm several versions behind on my phone. I don't even know what I have, but I'm not the most up to date. Do they put out fewer phones? I mean, would that be part of the plan, that people can have their phone for longer before needing to update if, in fact, it costs us $5,000 to get a new one?
Well, I think Apple still has their development and R&D in that in Cupertino and throughout the U.S. And I suspect they would still want to keep the same sort of cadence to keep these profits and the revenues generating. I don't think they'd want to slow or trim their portfolios.
Does this open up an opportunity for other manufacturers of devices? I mean, Samsung, another big one, or others that are smaller in the United States, to try to grab or bite off a piece of this apple?
Absolutely. I think Samsung would be a big winner in this scenario, but also the Chinese OEMs, Oppo, Vivo, Xiaomi, which have dominance in the China market, but they're also in India and Latin America. The timing's not right for a Chinese OEM to enter the US, but there are plenty of others that, would like to expand. And within China and all Southeast Asia, where Apple has very good businesses, it would be an opportunity for these Chinese OEMs as well as Samsung to profit.
Indeed, a lot of moving parts. All right, Jeff Fieldhack, thanks so much for stopping by this morning.
My pleasure.